All right, I just wanted to show you what I did for my BreakBeats 16-inch kick drum. I mean, all the other drums aren't too hard to deal with, but this is a tiny little bass drum. So I'll show you how, like with the distance, it's at 3 inches. To me, that sounded the best. And how I EQ'd it, I do have an overhead. I have a condenser, and this overhead, the condenser just gets the hi-hat. It's just set up for that. This does all the toms and the snare, and it's flat. That's right here, totally flat. The kick drum, excuse me, I have +1 on the low, and on the mid, at the 4,000 hertz, I have that cranked up all the way. It gave it a really good snap. And this is kind of subtle when you work it, but it sounds better with the top end cranked. So I'm not trying to make it sound like a huge bass drum. I just wanted to give it a little bit of, that mid-range punch really helped. And just the +1 on the low barely made any difference. So here we go. I'm thinking about 3 inches. That's where I wanted, about 3 inches. Because I had it about here, and I tried it, and it didn't sound good real close. It sounded good right about here. So now I'm going to work on the low EQ and see, because I like the mid shift where it is. And I like a little bit of treble in it too. So I'm just going to work on the bass, and we'll see what we can do with the bass. So I hope that helps somebody. I watched a lot of videos of guys with these kits mic'd, and some of them just sounded so awesome, just really perfect. And some of them sounded pretty, I thought terrible. I thought the bass drum sounded awful in some of them. You know, if you're like me, I have three mics. I have the condenser mic for it's only for the hi-hat to give it a lot of sizzle and some reverb. That's flat. And then this has got the mid boosted and the treble and the bass only one. So mine, like the main microphone is flat. I'm just trying to help this bass drum have a little bit of oomph, which I think it sounds pretty decent. I mean, it can sound better. I only tuned the drums one time when I first got them, long before I ever started doing this. So there's tuning can, you know, make a little difference down the road, but this is just what I found. I wanted to share it with this little kick drum.